Alrighty. Now to figure out just what I'm going to do here. Yeah, she's kind of tricky for me. It's like something about her. Like my other characters, I can get into their heads real easy, except for her. So coming up with ideas, it's usually kind of a struggle. Yeah, the craziness could have something to do with it. Another part of it is she's changed the most since I made her. I mean, at first she was a chainsaw wielding maniac, but it turns out there's only so many things you can do with that. I've got a couple ideas for Mercy that I could work on. It's like I've actually got a list here. Just a question of which one pops into my head first. I've had this pose in my head for a little while now. Just couldn't figure out how I wanted to draw it, whether straight on or as if you're looking down at her. I really hate drawing in perspective. It's one of the reasons why I got into 3D. Well, yeah, if you want to be a jerk about it, everybody looks down on her. Well, yeah, that's definitely one of the things I've been trying for. Is I've said it enough times. When I first started with her, she was just a visual joke, and yeah, I saw what you did there. But yeah, she was just meant to appear maybe a couple times, and then I figured once I ran out of boob jokes, then that would be it for her. But then I came up with more, and at some point, I just liked drawing her enough that I figured, okay, if she's sticking around, then I'm not going to be one of these guys that just has, a character whose whole purpose is just boobs. Uh, I figured I'd have to give her a personality and, make her seem like an actual person. Whether or not I've succeeded, that's another question. Funny story. I think it was Hates Computers that, like, he actually commissioned like a few Daisy images from Jay Fosgit, and eventually Jay had to tell him, I can't do any more. I'm running out of boob jokes here. And not too long ago, I figured out what Daisy looked like as a little kid. So now I figure I gotta find out what Rose looked like. And I still haven't quite decided which is the older of the two. Mercy's going to get her time to shine soon enough. Now, the next comic I've got in the works is it's focused on Rose, and it's not even the most interesting story, which is probably why it's taken me so long to actually draw it. But it's one of those ones. It's the easier of the next three, so I figure it might as well be the first. But yeah, Mercy. I don't know like when I'll actually get to the point where there is one story I have planned that it's basically called Day of Mercy, and I don't want to spoil too much, but basically just Lily. She's another one that I don't really draw any of her at the moment because I just haven't figured out like what her deal is. It's like I figured really one of the only ideas I have for Lily and Daisy and Rose's dad is that they're kind of retired and off doing whatever. Like they're on some adventure, so you don't really get to see them all that much, except maybe in flashbacks. But one of those flashbacks is going to be quite a doozy. Well, another idea I've been toying with. So I know there was the one image of Mercy at 15, showing her like all, bright and optimistic. And we even got a couple ideas of, her being a somewhat nice human being, or at least to her nieces. I haven't quite decided when the switch came along that made her such a spiteful, possibly like evil person. Well, not even fair to call her evil, just I don't know, drunk. That that's actually like a fairly recent idea. Like I've got different ideas, like different reasons for why she dresses the way she does. Like spoiler, she's not actually a nun. She just dresses like one for reasons that really only she understands. And uh, for her comic, like first I got to do the Rose comic. After that is going to be Mercy. There's that one's going to be tricky too because there's some shading and lighting stuff that I don't even know how to describe it. Like I've got a specific image in my head of how it should look, and well, I just don't know how to actually draw it. But yeah, the issue of her dressing as a nun should be addressed like real simply in that one, like towards the end of it. Yeah. Well, it could be aunt and kids. I'm not sure if this is Mercy or Lily at this point. I mean, it's rough enough that it could go either way. Yeah, well, I'd say that's purely accidental. I've never even I've flown over California. I've never been to California, and but yeah, I'd definitely say I'm imitating a Disney style, just with boobs. Well, they had Jessica Rabbit, but technically that wasn't Disney. That was Touchstone and Amblin. I guess that's one way they were able to get away with it. They figured, oh well, Ursula, she's a biggin, so it's all right to give her boobs. But petite little princess, no, you can't sexualize that. It's like, what is Disney selling to our daughters? If the parents only knew that behind some of the purest Disney princesses, there are some very filthy minds. I've worked with a couple of them, I know. Stupid idea that I've been holding off on is picture Daisy having a lot of trouble with roller coasters just because of the height requirement. Well, for the sake of the joke, I think I'll overlook that one. I want to say that, and again, I've actually heard stories like this, uh, but you never really know if it's going too far with art, even when it's based on reality. Is like I forget the woman's name, but she was like a what do you call it? Like a glamour model. That she was known for her pinups, and yeah, this woman was like she had like a size 40 chest when she was 12, and so I'm thinking, yeah, realistically, that could probably be Daisy, but it's just a question of do I ever actually want to draw that? Okay, yeah, that pose isn't looking the way I thought it would. It's looking like something else entirely.